All right, let's see if I can pull this off. Am I doing it? Am I looking cool? Am I the rock? Do I have to retake the thumbnail because I think I forgot to do this part? Anyway, yes. Hey everyone. Oops. Hi besties. Yeah, it's Kelly the Human, and today I am doing part two to my Black Adam. I've been trying to skip. Today I'm doing part two to Black Adam, 2022. Yeah, but I forgot the detail. I wanted to say, I forgot in the last video, I wanted to say how much the film costed and earned. Hang on a sec. Black Adam budget and box office. I feel it's new coming, but it's not coming at the same time. I'm scared. What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, so here we go. Failed to break even at the box office, grossing 393 million against a budget of 190 to 190 million to 260 million. Like Jesus Christ. That's almost as much as hmm. And as much as what was it? Oh, the Electric State, which costed over 300 million to make, which is terrifying. It is that's just yikes. I mean, again, I would have a huge I had a huge cast list. A huge cast list of A-list actors, so no surprise there, but still, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of that 393 million was from me as well, because me and my dad went to go see it in theaters. At least I think it was with him. Yeah, I think it was with my dad. Yeah, some of those number. So yeah, some of those participation money came from me as well. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a fun film. I had fun. If you're looking for a fun, silly Dwayne the Rock Johnson anti-hero, superhero style movie, go for this. Something I forgot that I had that I could have thrown in like the last video because it's like, hey, you know, because it came with this in like one of those like combo boxes, like those like combination boxes, like like a cardboard boxes, like that makes the movie. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a box with like it has like a little image on the front of like the movie, but like a little photoshopped image on of the movie, and then like in the side, the corner side, the other side half of the box is like it's giving view to a, like a pop figure, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys because it came with it. That movie came with it, and like that's the reason I. It's one of the reasons why I bought the 4K because it came with that. Hang on a sec. Okay, you guys gotta get moved to the side for a minute. Come to me. Isn't he cute? Look at him. I love him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm bisexual, and my taste in men is very, very picky. I'm very picky when it comes to my taste in men. Women, mm, I don't, I don't care. I love them all. They're all gorgeous, beautiful. I love you. I love you all. But for men, I'm very picky. Most of my taste in men resides more in like, femboys, feminine guys. Yeah. I like femboys. They're cute. They're adorable. Just gotta find me one that I just gotta find a top femboy, one that's good at topping. Oh, legit. I'm gonna do it during this video. I'm gonna do my nail polish because I forgot to do it before. What can I say? Yeah, yeah. So if it isn't obvious, we are going over the Black Adam. We are continuing part two. Part two to my cinematic review podcast of Black Adam. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep them there. Yeah. Sorry, keyboard. You're gonna have to move. Go back in your little cubby hole. You know, you've been a good keyboard. Now you gotta stay. How do I do this right? Trying to figure out a good setup for this without, messing up. I did it too because I don't want my mat to get stained. Also, hang on. I don't remember what is nail polish, the order of it, so these are over here. Yeah, that's it. Should be easy enough. Alright. So, like last time when I ended the video, it didn't show up because it's like for some reason it just didn't. But as soon as I paused the video, as soon as like I hit this little stop button that goes like right here in this little sidebar, as soon as I hit the stop button, that's when the notification popped up. Here, Strand. That's when the notification came up saying like, "Hey, you're almost full. Yee! You shouldn't record it. You shouldn't have done that. You're almost full." And one more thing to be honest with you guys, I almost didn't do this video. I almost didn't feel like doing the video today. I almost opted out of it because I wasn't feeling good earlier. Because it didn't feel right. But I had to, so I almost didn't do it. Sometimes I'm not going to repeat that. But after a little bit, I started feeling a little better. So I'm here. You guys have to deal with me. Let's be. I'm in. Which. All right. So to continue. So where I left off was with I believe it was talking about the design of the Rock of Eternity, the set design. And it was so cool. I loved it. I wish I could have been there. That would have been something you had to experience in person. Because like the camera from the special features does not do it enough justice. You got to see something in person in order to feel the size of it. Anyways, I did enough talking of that one last video. The next point, I believe, if I remember correctly, on my list was Karim, Uncle Karim, Iman's uncle and Adriana's brother. I don't know if they were like, I don't know if like he was the older brother or little brother. Either way, I loved him. I loved Karim. He was a really fun character. I loved him. He was so goofy, so happy, excited, sensible, brave. At least once he realized how he was going to die. That was the funny part. His personality was so fun. He's a goofball. I love him. And like especially like his just vibing attitude of like when Adriana was doing research on the crown and like language, trying to research the language. She went to like to pull out the little DVD or like that radio thing, radio set, radio box thing, and I don't know what it was called, but when she realized it wasn't there, the camera swaps over to Karim, just just like just laying back without a care in the world. The fact that he has a god and the fact that there's like a demigod in another room. But laying back in the care of the world, just enjoying popcorn and watching the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the thing is just resting on his head. It's just like, and he goes and says, too much. And when his sister comes over and just takes it from him, just he's just sitting there casually wearing it. Just sister comes over and takes it from him and is like, it's cursed with demons, right? And he's just like, eh. Like that's the least of like as if that's the least of his worries. And funnily enough, it is because it's like because according to Doctor Fate, he dies from electricity. So the fact that he's just there is just like, even though he didn't know how he was gonna die, it's just like, yeah, he's not afraid. It's like, yeah, he knows he ain't gonna die. I love Crib. He is so much fun, and like his little joke about like, hey, like his little joke about like some women like a bold spot, and it's like, you sweet, lovable Karim. Never change, buddy. I love you. You're amazing. I just forgot. I just completely whooshed what I was talking about earlier with my type. I just completely whooshed it. I never finished. Fudge. Let me take a minute. So, my taste in men, like I said, specific. Um, I like femboys the most. They're awesome. They're cute. They're adorable. Gotta find me a top femboy. I also have another type of men: Henry Cavill or Dwayne Johnson. Those are my types. If they're not like femboys, you're either a Dwayne Johnson or a Henry Cavill, and that's about it. Those are my taste in men. I guess those are like my one of my two big celebrity male crushes. So do with that what you will. What is it going to my ear? Here feels funny. Anyways, yeah, yeah, great. Going back to Karim. Let's see, do I have anything else? Oh yeah, the first sub point that I had besides because him constantly wearing the crown was the second sub point, but the first one was like when they first arrived at the tomb, at like the base of the tomb outside outside. When they first arrived in like Khmer or something. Like when one of their when one of the friends that when one of the guys that came with them to go find the tomb just falls like before that. They had that and like you got Karim singing Baby Come Back. I don't know if that's like the name of the song. It's been a while. They had to add subtitles to him singing, which was hilarious. Loved it. it is such an amazing detail. It's like, yeah, it's basically how all of us sing, right? That's how all of us, when we go along to sing songs, sometimes we forget the lyrics, so we just sing like the select few words. And then he does the same thing in the final battle against the Legion of the undead, I'm not saying the word because it's just, for some reason, it just doesn't feel right for me. I love Krim. Like, it is like, when he goes up against the Legion, it's just like, he's like, don't worry, man, excitement. It's like, I don't know if I'd be that excited to learning how I die. I don't think I would be that excited, but hey, Karim, the actor that played him did such a fantastic job. For him is lovable. He's just a goofball who's just enjoying life, you know, inheriting his father's van and a bald spot. I love him. You go, Krim. Never change, buddy. He's like one of the few characters. He's like definitely one of the few characters I like. We'll get back. We'll get to like the character that I don't like because it's like I don't know. I just never really liked him. First impression just did not hit right. I don't know if my mic caught it last time, last video. But if it did, you know who I'm going to be talking about. But for now, we still got a whole bunch of points to get through on what I loved and liked about the film. So I'm gonna hope to make this video short today because I got some plans later on. So it's not gonna be as long as the last one. Here we go. Ah, so the necklace, the the Eternium necklace. It just had it right there, and already I forgot it. Son of a biscuit. The Eternium necklace that Adriana has. That Samir, yeah, Samir, I believe it was. Samir was questioning Adriana about, like, do a little magic. Is that real Eternium? But, it's like an unrefined Eternium, so without magical properties. That design was like, honestly, that's a really cool necklace. I would love to wear that thing around my neck. But something I also noticed on my recent viewing of it, the necklace shows up in the past in like Black Adam's flashbacks, you know, of like when his family, of like when his mother, no, I mean his wife, Jesus Christ, when him and his wife were attacked by King Acton's men as a way to draw out Har- Harut. His wife was wearing the same necklace, you know? So I'm not entirely sure how it would be passed down if it was like a family heirloom, even though like Adriana points it out as like a family heirloom. They did, they didn't state that like Harut had any kids of his own because he was still a kid in the body, and he was still a kid when he wasn't transformed into Shazam. So I don't think Harut had any kids of his own. So unless Teth Adam had other kids, I'm not entirely sure how Adriana got her hands on the necklace. Because that's a cool detail right there. It's like it's got questions like, how did she get it? Who didn't have any kids? All we know is about the one kid, and that's about it. We only know about Harut, and that is it. Let me close you up so I don't accidentally spill you on my lovely mat. Because I love this mat. I'm gonna go based on memory and say that the next point was the refinery mines. Those things were huge. They were so big, and it's just like, wow. And like the machines that they had is just like the big, it's like, oh, a big scooper thing. You know, like we almost see something similar in Avatar, the 2009 film, when you got like a far wide angle shot, like to give you the scale of their little vehicle against that giant mining machine. Now, the only scale they do here in Black Adam is like, like him floating around, like before entering the base after, attacking it, completely wrecking the whole base, the whole refinery, and he just throws that machine into the wall. You know, I think that's like basically the best scale we'll get is like the tiny human demigod thing going against, has to throw a net. And like you could almost feel the weight because it plowed right through the wall. You can almost feel the weight of it. So that's huge. So, simple that one. I small one, so nothing big with that one. Hang on a sec, guys. I don't remember what the next point was. And I'm not very good with left-handedness, so I'm trying to do this without getting it all over my finger. Good enough. You'll go back in there. Fudge. No, I closed it out. Fudge. That was not meant to happen. Well, too far. Uh, the bullet. So basically, in the tomb, like upon Black Adam's first, find releasing from his prison. So like before he's released, it's just like, and the soldiers like they basically shoot at Adriana after like she had just grabbed the crown of Sabak, and I also like basically, huh? They took Ishmia, Ishmia hostage. Yeah, and when they fired at her, when the bullets made contact with the stone, it's just like spark, 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 spark. I don't know why, but I just like that. It was a really cool detail, I liked it. It was really cool. Very nice. Very satisfying for my eyes. Like, e- it was like the way that they hit against that. And then especially more when when after they had just released then they had just released Adam from his prison, and after he had just basically melted that guy into a new life, it just disintegrated him. And like he's like floating up. The bullets just like they also like spark against his suit, which is amazing. You know, you're my candy. I love it. And as like basically the awakening is playing during the whole time. It's just I love it. I love that little score. It's one of my favorites. Did I just mess up? I hope not. Oh, it doesn't look like I did. Let's see. Ah, So after that whole tomb fight, then amazing fight, basically after that, and after he like flies out of the little tunnel that he just made, he he basically takes on like a couple of helicopters, you know, a couple of cool looking helicopters. And when they realize that it's like, hey, he didn't die from the missile. He just goes and just starts pushing the helicopter by its tail and starts guiding it into crashing into the next helicopter. I almost wrote that it's like the POV of the camera attached to the side of the helicopter as it flying in, but I was wrong there. I completely misremembered. But it's more like the camera inside of the second helicopter, you know? As the first one is just like we just watch as the helicopter is just coming right at us, you know? As if we're in the helicopter with them. Like that'd be terrifying, man. Just like you get pulled in to do a job, you know, light 'em up. And next thing you know, this godlike being just comes in and absolutely destroys two helicopters with one push. Yeah, that's a very bad week to be. Yeah, should have taken that vacation, man. Should have taken it. I mean, that's assuming they hadn't taken a vacation before this job. Yeah, so, yeah, I like that. It was fun. Now I just gotta let them dry for a bit. The, the bottle says insta dry, but you know, I just want to be safe. After that, I gotta put on the coat, the top coat, and voila, it's done. Uh, so to follow that one, this so to follow that one after like the helicopters crashed, or at least its first one or something, it goes, and then that song plays. Basically, I'm gonna be honest. I liked the song before the lyrics came on. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but the beat of the song was fun. It's grown on me a bit, but yeah. Anyways, then like it's just a whole slow mo, like a slow motion sequence of him just like levitating through the army, through the intergang like squad, army, whatever they are. Just him going through that, just like zzz, zzz. Got the missile, take the grenade, pop it in that guy's mouth. Oh, fudge! Oh shit! You know, the whole slow motion shot. Like it was a really fun shot. It was a really fun sequence. Fun sequence, everything. I liked it. Just watching that whole thing was satisfying. And then like after like it go, and then after like he's gone through them all, and it's just like the basically the whole world starts going back to a normal pace, and it's just like one explosion, like a bunch of guys get electrocuted into ash. Yeah, that I just did is like he takes the grenade out of bounds. He's like, oh, missile flies into a little Humvee. Just yeah, and then yeah, I'm good at I'm good. I'm so good at this little podcast thing. I'm good. Forgive me. So like basically at the end of it, it was like a face shot as he just like he just goes back on the ground to stepping a fit before like as no not before but as just like explosions are going off behind him. It's like you know no look explosion shots are fun. They are so fun. I love it. And this one was extra fun. I'm just gonna move on to the next point because it kind of goes with it. So, like after that happens, it's just like Prim and Adriana just like they realize it's like, oh fudge, he's in front of us. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing with the video, with this channel, with me. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah. Anyways, as Black Adam is just like basically walking up to them, and it's just like they're free, like, come on, roll up, roll up the window, roll up the window. Just like he's desperately looking desperate. Karim is just looking desperate. He's like, oh. Meanwhile, Adriana is just like, just don't look, just don't look. Roll up the window and don't look. Roll up the window and don't look. Don't look. Roll up the window. I was like, their faces are hilarious. And then like as he's just right up to her window, it's just like he takes a step back and looks inside. It's just like Rim is terrified for his life. Adriana, being an absolute boss lady, she is. It's just like doing her best to remain chill, calm, collective, while not looking at the demigod just who just demolished an entire army in the blink of an eye. She's just like in her mind. I can imagine that she's like looking to the side, like she's giving the side eye. It's like that was fun. Eh, despite the flaws of this film, the overarching flaws, it's still a very fun film. It's like and then like before it all went to poo, and it's like he learns English and everything like right off the like right as after he wakes up. But it's like before that, before he's knocked out, like Karim basically it's like yeah, just looks at him, just warns him about like the Eternium rocket that's about to come right at them. You know, he catches it, like looks it over, says Eternium on the side. He just catches it, looks it over. It's like pathetic. Your magic is weak. And next thing you know, it's like, hmm. You just you can hear the sound of the missiles just heating up. It's like next thing you know, it's just the missile explodes. Did he just catch a rocket? That was a fun sequence. Like that little. I know some people are annoyed, at least from what I've seen on Reddit. Like some people are annoyed of like the obvious statements ones. It's like, for example, like, did he just catch a rocket? It's like stating the obvious, like, questioning the obvious. Like I get it, but me, I'm a sucker for those ones. Those are funny. It's like it's just a character is just like taking a minute to realize what just happened in front of them. I keep looking back between my screen and my camera, boom, boom, boom. Like I'm struggling to look at the camera. I keep my eyes on the camera because it's like I'm trying to make sure my quality is good. Make sure I look good on camera. At least the best I can, you know. Got a notification. All right, guys, I'm gonna recreate it after I finish recording this. I'm gonna recreate it. Thumbnail. Because like I took a few. It's like I sent my friends like, which do you think is best? They all agree that the fourth image is good, is that best, but they also want me to recreate this cover, you know, or at least the poster I'm gonna be using for the thumbnail, which is gonna be here. So yeah. I just lost my train of thought. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. All right, I remember now. Like basically after like the rocket goes off and like Adam gets up, his whole basically his hood, his cape, everything is just like destroyed. And it's like, "Mm, I really like that cape, man. I like the cape. I like the hood. It was so cool. I'm sad now. I'm sad." Basically, after he gets out from that, it's just like he just disintegrates the guy. Look at the little scar on his stomach. Flies off. Karim says like, God willing, we won't be seeing him again. Instantly gets proven wrong as like Teth Adam just like comes in down like a missile, like his own missile, and just crashes into the ground, cratering it. But so like, and then both he and Adriana step out. He warns her not to touch him because he's made of lightning. And then this is the part I like. This is like the next one. I'm just get to it. He's like, "Come on, you're an electrician. You touch him," or like, or is it like you touch him. You're the electrician, and it's just like I don't think Karim wants to touch him either. It's like he's an electrician, not a storm chaser. He's not a meteorologist. He works with like electrical wiring and such, and whatever else comes with the job description. Is like I wouldn't want to touch him either. Like he's telling you not to touch him. What makes you think that he wants to touch him as well? I mean, I want to. It's like, come on, it's Tony Johnson. Well, yes, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of his roles that he does is like they're all the like like in a bit. A lot of his roles are basically almost like basically him playing himself, just slightly altered in some ways, for the character. But well, yes, it's a little annoying. I honestly don't care because I love him. I love Dwayne Johnson. He seems like a really fun guy that I would love to meet one day. I love him. I have a little secret role for him that I want to that I would love for him to do in one of my shows. Yeah, basically goes against his image and everything. But you know, anyways, move on to the next point because I'm already 40 minutes in and it's 3 o'clock. I think I'll talk that 3:10. I didn't mean for like there to be multiple parts to this review because it's like I went in a little detailed than I more detailed than I should have. But I hope you guys understand. There's a lot about it. There was a lot about it that I liked, at least like minor details. Anyways, so yeah, after that whole sequence, it jumps to basically Hawkman's base. Where Hawkman is reviewing the footage of basically what the flip just happened in that desert. Which I want to know how they got. I'm gonna go over this in like the disliked category because like one of the things I don't understand is how they get those footage. Anyways, as like Hawkman is going over that, You got Waller returning, which is like very fun because like while Suicide Squad was an absolute confusing mess that, in my opinion, didn't know what it wanted to be. That whole, Suicide Squad debate, the Ayer cut and whatever, that the internet is fighting for some small portion of it. Like she was definitely like one of the good parts of that movie. So like seeing her return in Black Adam was really fun because she is a fun character. Her cold heartedness is just amazing. Viola Davis did a really amazing job with that character. She made the character intimidating, basically. Don't flip with her, man. Don't fudge with her. You will not regret anything. She will put you in a hole and bury that hole and basically wipe the location from the database of where she buried you. Just seeing her return was fun. I love her. That actually was the next point after this one. After that was actually the next point, so I just went a little ahead. So I got man. I'm pretty sure I talked about his design, at least the axe. I don't know if I did it, but like his axe in the final battle. So like Hawkman is he is such a great character, and then the actor that played him, yeah, cringe. So I think I had another new celebrity crush because Aldous Hodge, if I'm pronouncing his name correct, man, it's just he is built, and yeah, I think I had a new crush, new celebrity male crush. Add that to the list. I don't know what I'm doing now. Yeah, definitely what I love about him is like his many suits. His axe is cool, just so cool. The detail in that, and his suits is just awesome. That dude's got various suits throughout the film, and like even a robe, I believe, if I remember correctly. His suits are just so colorful, just so slick, smooth looking. It's just like, sorry, it's so cool. It's just like, mm, yeah, he's got money. I mean, apart from the fact that he owns a whole jet, a whole estate, he's got like personal driver, got a whole line of cars and everything. His suits or whatever they're called, they're amazing. I love them. Like, it's such great costume designs. The costume designer for the film, you did good, buddy. You did good. You captured each character well. And the actor that played him, Aldous Hodge, or Hodge, hang on, I need to look it up because I'm an idiot. I don't want to butcher it and I feel bad. Hodge, I'm an idiot. I am so sorry, man. I'm so sorry, everyone. Aldous Hodge. I am so sorry. Um, yeah, he did great with the role. He played it so well. He was such an amazing character. I love him. He did great. Let's see. Speaking of outfits, costumes. Um, it's like, oh, and I forgot her. character name. Cyclone basically like her first introduction as basically like Lauren Balf's score, introducing the JSA plays, and just like going over each character. Basically, Cyclone's first introduction is just like her biking on the thing, her bike, and just arriving at the estate. Her outfit is just it's so cute. It's so cute and adorable. So fun looking. It's just it conveys so much personality and I love it. And it's just like she's got that little backpack, the flying monkey backpack from the Wizard of Oz. Or also. It's just like that little backpack is adorable. It's just like everything about her outfit is just yes. It's just awesome. I love it. It is so cool. I'm pretty sure I had some point about it. Two of them actually. One of them being her upbeat, silly personality is just like she is modest. She is silly. She's like upbeat. She's got Cyclone is such a fun character, you know, and played by a non-binary actor, a non-binary trans actor. Fun fact, because like I learned that in the special features, and it's just like they're such an amazing actor. They seem so fun to hang around. I love them. Power to ya. So when I use like the she, I mean I'm referring to the character, not the actor. Disclaimer. You know, sorry. I gotta go for a couple more minutes because I want to finish this. So another sub point is the look of the character's powers, like the wind powers. I forgot what the specific name was for it because like she mentioned it when they were doing like nanobot surgery on Karim. Aerokinesis? Actually, I think it was aerokinesis. I think, and the way they handle that, it looks so mistful, so colorful, like the pink, green, so iridescent. It looks so beautiful, so well handled. It looks so good. Like it looks so shiny. I loved it. It was such an amazing how they handled that. The CGI for that was great. We're gonna move on to the second point because I don't know how much more I can draw on that one out. Second point, or the handling. The next one is like the handling of Doctor Fate's magic because that was like so cool, so beautiful. It's like so magical. It's it just like got that glassy sound effect. I don't know what it's called, but it's just like a. They use a similar sound effect in Doctor Strange 2016. They use a similar sound effect in that for like the when they do like the mirror dimension when they enter the mirror dimension. You know what I'm talking about? Uh, basically they use it. So like that sound effect is like in now they're using it here in Doc, the Doctor Fate. It's just like that glass effect. I don't know how to call it. I don't know what to call it. Hope you guys understand. Hope you guys know better than me. Let me know more what I'm rambling on about. But that part was like I liked it. It's just like it's just amazing to my ears. I love it. I love it. Let's see, how much else I want to talk about it? I want to say like maybe also like the glowy effect of like when his hands were like when he's like creating multiple versions of himself or like holding back Spock. His hands like glow. That's really cool. Like a bright, beaming light. Like feel the power of the light. So yeah, that was fun. One more point, I guess. Hawkman's estate and card collection. So I just did that when I was talking about the character. We're talking about the character, but I guess I'll talk about it a little more because it's like I just realized some things. Realized something funny is like I would love to live there, but at the same time, apart from being broke, I don't think I would need that much space. And right now I just live in an apartment, but I would love a house of my own someday. Owning a mansion will be cool, but it's like personally, I feel like I don't need that much space in for a place. I would love a whole room dedicated to some of my collections, like my books, my movies, my whole media collection out there, my Legos. Like this little Ella, this little dozer, that ship from like one of those Lego Star Wars shows with that special cool clone has like a lightning arm, and I have a whole bunch more in a closet back there. Not that one. That one holds my puzzles, but it's basically opposite of that one. I have all my Legos in there, so I would love a whole room dedicated to basically each individual one things. It's like, yeah, yeah. I would love to have a whole, maybe like a whole wall or just room, whatever, dedicated to my media collections. That would be really cool because that thing is growing. I can't remember if I have over like 400 or like just under 500 or over 500. Like basically individual cases. Those cases, however, are like, like the combo packs, like they're like at least like a trilogy in one case. So like basically, I want to do that because like I want to condense it, trying to, limit as much room as I have, utilize as much space as I can. It makes it easier to keep stuff together. Anyways, I guess that's probably I'm gonna end it there. Because you know, my dad will be home any minute, and I got planned before. Well, I got plans, coming up. I'm gonna be leaving soon, so I guess I'll just end it here for now. That's part two. I guess the things I like about this film. I'm gonna do like a three parts for things I like, because holy fudge, there's a lot of details that I liked in this film. So much to cover, so much time. So hopefully next Saturday, no, Friday, because I'm recording this on a Friday. Hopefully next Friday I can do a whole lot more, and try and record a little earlier so I can cover more things. But I guess anyways, for now, that's it. That's all, folks. That's just all. Um, Thank you for dealing with my rambling. Listening to my rambling. Even the last one did not take off. So, like I guess like from what I noticed from the stats, like a lot of people don't really stick around that often. So they don't stick around for the whole thing. They just like after a few minutes, just like, all right, seen enough. Bye. It's like I don't blame you. My podcast is probably boring. It's not fun. I ramble. I just jump from detail to detail without realizing it. I just lose my thought. Everything. Anyways, thank you for sticking around. If you do, I love you guys. I hope like we can build something together with this because I want to try this. I want to try something. But thank you. If you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more content. That'll take centuries to produce because I'm very slow. Comment what you think and ways I could better improve the camera stuff. If you got any tips on that, all is welcome. But bye. Love you all. Bye.